like to give a message to the Democrat Party. Now that it's time for elections, as usual, we're seeing Democrats everywhere going to all of our places to ask for the black vote. Now, the one thing that has happened in the last 60 years, as a matter of fact, since the JFK assassination, is that you ask for our votes, but you never tell us what you're going to do for us. As a matter of fact, right now, your campaign is based totally on Donald Trump. You're not asking us to vote for Donald Trump. You're asking us to vote for you. So since you're asking us to vote for you, I'd like to ask you, what are you going to do for us? And tell me, what have you done for us lately? You look at all of the things that are going on in the country. As a matter of fact, we are at war. We are at war with Iran because they bombed Israel. And this has been going on now for a few months now. But now because of a recent assassination in Iran, that now we're in an active war. Do you know that when you got into office, we were not in any active wars? Now we're in 6 active wars? I'd like to ask this of the Democrat Party. How many young black men are going to die in this war of yours? How many young black women? Because now I know that you all have a bill before Congress that even women should be included in the draft because you say that they may be needed. I'd like to ask you, tell us, what is your plan for ending this war? What is your plan for peace? Because we understand that war is a huge moneymaker. The military-industrial complex, which is made of people who manufacture weapons for war, they make so much money off of war, destroying countries, then going back and rebuilding the country. So we'd like to ask you, how is the war that you have put us in right now going to affect black kids? And the thing about it, if it goes into a protracted war and it turns into a world war, wars can last up to 10 years. So we have people that have kids that are 8 years old that maybe need to be concerned about their 8-year-old being in war one day. We definitely like to ask that. Then the other thing that we like to ask you, what about inflation? Inflation, when the price of goods go up so that people cannot go to the grocery store. I went to Walmart the other day and I had 2 little bags. I was so surprised. It was $42 for 2 little bags. And you know what? I didn't have anything of value. It was just little things. People cannot go to the grocery store and spend under $200 and get 2 pieces of meat. It's unbelievable. What are you doing about that? What are you doing about crime? Because I know that you had said that you wanted to defund the police. What are you planning on doing about crime? Because like in cities like Chicago, in Baltimore, in Detroit, in Washington, D.C., the murder rate is horrendous. And then the last thing I'd like to ask you, what about the black replacement plan? We understand that your party is pushing, and I saw Congressman Jeffries get on and tell us that it was racial if we did not accept illegal immigrants into our communities. Well, let me ask you this. Why in New York City did you close a school down so that you can house illegal immigrants? You did not warn the parents. It was like on a Tuesday, and they were told that their kids could not go to school for the rest of the year. They had to go online. Why are you putting illegal immigrants before all parents? And you know what? All the parents are complaining. The people in Chicago, they had over 600 people at a meeting in Chicago because you closed a rec center that was in the black community so that you can house illegal immigrants. So it's not like you're not hearing us. You hear us, but you expect us to just vote for you, whether we are happy with you or not. Tell us this. I would like for you can call me if you want to. I know you know how to find me, but you can call me and ask, what is it that you want from us? And the reason I say that is when Donald Trump got ready to run for office in 2016, I was at a conference and I was called and he asked, what do we need to do for the black community? And I say, save black colleges, because President Obama had taken 75% of the funding from HBCUs from their Thurgood Marshall Fund. I said, give them their money back. When he got in office, he refunded the Thurgood Marshall Fund. He also forgave the loans that they had from Katrina, the black schools that were affected by Hurricane Katrina. He gave them their money back, and he made it where they did not have to reapply for funding every year. Do you know anything about black people except the fact that, what did you say, hot sauce and smoking weed? You know, I went to college. I've been to 4 universities. I didn't smoke weed. I'm so sorry. So I don't know if you and I can relate to each other, but can you answer questions that are simple, that affect as many people as possible? And I'm speaking for the black community because you pander to us. And since you're pandering to us, I'm going to ask you for something in return. Give us something back. Tell us your policies. I couldn't care less what Donald Trump is doing. Tell me your policies. What do you plan to do for us when you are elected as president of the United States?